Okay, so a few days ago I saw the new Aladdin movie directed by Ritchie and starring Will Smith as the genie. I still remember that the first time our first look at Will Smith as the genie hit the internet. People were not that impressed, this guy included. This was a movie I went in having no expectations. I wanted this movie to suck so bad. I wanted this movie to suck hardcore. Like I had no interest in seeing it because I love that animation. Like it's so dear to heart. That's like one of the first animated movies I've watched, and it's like when you hear Aladdin, you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what those songs are. So I was definitely very nervous going into it, and I had no interest in seeing it, but my brother made me go see it, so yeah, I thought, yeah, why not? The new Aladdin. It's the newest Disney live action movie. I'm gonna try to keep this as non-spoilery as possible. Like this movie has made a shit ton of money in its opening weekend. This movie has got lots of money. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that I went into it with no expectations. I did not want to like this movie at all. Like I said, those trailers did not grab my attention. I think after the first or second trailer, I just stopped watching completely. I had no interest in watching any TV spots. I had no interest in the marketing campaign of this. Like when it was first announced, I had a little tiny bit of interest, but it's just like it's such a big challenge making a live action on a Disney movie that is so dear to a lot of people's hearts, and on Aladdin, it's such a big challenge. So yeah, I'm not even sure really where to begin because I didn't really take any notes for this. I didn't really plan to actually make a review. I just came off on filming a Swamp Thing trailer reaction, and I thought, yeah, why not? I saw the new Aladdin, so yeah, why not? And plus, this is a movie review channel, so yeah, why not? So I'll just go from off mind at what I did like. So of course, the first and obvious one is Will Smith as the genie. Like I said, this guy cannot do wrong. Will Smith is such a talented and charismatic actor, and that's basically what the genie is. He's charismatic, and I thought Will Smith as an actor, he had all the elements to carry a great genie. Because, Will Smith, he's charismatic. The genie, he's charismatic. And I thought Will Smith did an incredible job as the genie. He stole every scene. He brought so much energy to every scene he was in, and he gave it his all. You can definitely tell Will Smith, he had fun with this role. And as far as the CGI, Will Smith Genie goes, I had really no problem with the CGI in this. I thought all the green screen looked good. I thought the CGI looked pretty realistic from memory. Like I said, I saw it a few days ago, so my brain's a little fuzzy on this movie. And I've seen a few movies in the last couple of days. So if I don't remember everything in this review, but all I remember is Will Smith, he stole every scene out. He was funny. He had great chemistry with him. In this, he had great chemistry. He had charisma. So yeah, I thought he did a great job as the genie. He did an incredible performance, an incredible portrayal as the genie. So I can't see really anyone else actually playing the genie. I feel like Will Smith, he was the right actor that had just the right amount of balance to live up to Robin Williams. Like I said, Will Smith's genie, he's not quite up there with Robin Williams. He's so close, just by Robin Williams is just there, just a notch. Like Will Smith is so close behind Robin Williams because Will Smith did such an incredible job here as the genie. I cannot give enough props to Will Smith because he, like I said, first off, it's hard to live up to Robin Williams, and he did what he had to do for this role. So yeah, like I said, I cannot give enough props to Will Smith here. But anyways, so yeah, I'll move on to my next positive from memory, and surprisingly, I was so surprised at the new actor who played. I was so surprised at the new actor who played our new Aladdin. in this movie. I did not expect him to live up to the Aladdin from the original classic movie, but I thought he did a great job, and he had everything that Aladdin did have. Like I said, he's not as good as Will Smith, but like he brings his own to this character, and the stunt work in this movie is also really good. Just by the opening scene when he's running through all the streets, you can definitely tell there's some impressive stunt work in this movie. But yeah, as far as our new Aladdin goes, I thought he did a great job portraying our new Aladdin, and like he was fun to watch whenever he was on screen. So like this review is very vague of what I'm saying. So yeah, I apologize. I should have been more prepared, but I should at least write some notes down or something. But yeah, like I thought he was charismatic. He brought energy to the character, he brought energy to the role, and he tried to make as much of a great Aladdin as he could. And yeah, he definitely pulls it off. Like I said, this guy is really good as our new Aladdin. Like I said, with this live action, I feel like this with any live action, you have to go into it not preparing it to the classic, because like I said, it's so hard to live up to a classical that so many people love. So like I said, I feel like with these live actions, like I said, with the Jungle Book and with the new Aladdin, you have to go into it open-minded, not really knowing what to expect, knowing that you're going to get a different movie to that classic, but it's still staying true to the story and all that. So yeah, but yeah, as far as all like CGI and green screen goes, I feel like that was all pretty good in that. Like that temple with all the the gold in it and has the lamp. Like that's basically our first scene when we're introduced to Will Smith. If you've seen like the classic movie or if you've seen the trailers to this new one, you basically know that's the introduction to Will Smith. And this movie actually has quite a build up. It has quite like a stretch until you actually get to see Will Smith as the genie. Probably you've seen him about 30 minutes into this movie. But I thought that the CGI thing I feel like it was all good. Like I said, it's nothing like mind blowing, even though there were some visual effects in this that look absolutely just outstanding. There were some visuals that just absolutely look outstanding. So yeah, applause to the visual effects team on this and the special effects team as well, and CGI team of course. But what else is there to say? Okay, an important point I want to bring up here is, like I said, is the songs. And also, just before I get into the songs, I want to bring up this point that this movie is 2 hours and 2 minutes. So, and the classic movie is an hour and a half. So you can tell that they had to stretch out this runtime. And there's definitely a couple new songs, a couple new storylines that were not in that original, because they really got to stretch out this storyline to the best of their possible ability to make a 2 hour runtime. But I just wanted to say that. Okay, so now moving on to my next point, which is the songs. I was actually really surprised by that, because I went into this movie wanting to just hate it so much. But yeah, the songs I actually really liked. Like I was just there singing along the entire time. I thought Will Smith, I think he has a great voice, because I think before this Will Smith he was actually a rapper. I think he was in a rap group. He could actually sing. So yeah, I thought Will Smith and our new Aladdin, I thought they had really great voices, and they really brought the energy to all of their scenes. And especially there's one scene when this is, like I said, all these things I'm saying here, it's all in the classic movie, the original. Where we find out that our new Aladdin is the king of this I cannot remember it. I cannot remember the name of it, but where he's introduced, and there's a big festival going on, and everybody's gathering around, just saying, "Yay, we have a new king," and just and applauding him, and he's all dressed in his new suit and all that, because that was his first wish in this movie, was to become a king, and that's his first wish. Granted, there's this big festival, and the genie, like I said, that scene that's probably the scene where Will Smith he brings that's basically his best form ever. Like I said, that scene I thought brought so much energy to it, and it was like that was an amazing scene. The way they pulled off that scene, just the singing, the energy in that scene. It's so, like I said, this is a very hard movie to pull off. So yeah, I thought Will Smith, he had a great voice at singing, and our new, like I don't know the actor's name, but I thought he had an amazing voice as well, and the actor who plays Jasmine, or Jasmine, was it? Jasmine, I think it was, but yeah, I thought she had a great voice as well. I thought everybody had a great voice, and you can definitely tell that they're passionate about that original classic movie. Like I said, going into this movie, I was very scared. I was very worried that I was going to see bad performances, just like a paycheck role for Will Smith. But unfortunately, I don't have to say any of that because Will Smith is great in this movie. The actor who plays the actor who plays our new Aladdin is great. The actor who plays Jasmine, I've not really mentioned her in this review at all, but yeah, she is great as well. So I think where my problems come in with this movie, and it's just, yeah, it's all for this movie, you were just entertained. Like, I was so surprised at how immersed I was getting into it. Like, I was like, about 10 minutes in, I was just like, wow, am I actually enjoying this? And then as the movie got progressed, I just got more invested in this world. Like I said, Guy Ritchie, okay, that's my next point, is Guy Ritchie's direction. You can definitely tell, like, this guy, he has a passion for this movie because he created a world so lifelike here, so visually interesting, just so visually, just engaging. It's just Guy Ritchie's direction, it really shines in every scene here, and Guy Ritchie, he's a very talented director at some of his early movies that he's done. He did the King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, he did the two Sherlock Holmes movies. So yeah, this guy, he definitely knows how to do color tone and all that. And that, like I said, his direction, it shines in every scene. But I feel like what made that scene even better was either Will Smith's portrayal as the genie or our new Aladdin. Like I said, whenever they were on screen, like I said, and those two, they had great chemistry. Like when they first meet, you feel that chemistry, you feel like that, you feel that bonding, you feel that relationship between the both of them. So but yeah, like I thought these songs were pulled off well in this. So yeah, it might sound like I'm actually enjoying it, and to be honest, I did. I had a fun time with this, and when I exited, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself here, but yeah, when I exited the theater, I was just so surprised at what I saw, because I was so surprised at how much fun I had and just how invested I actually got. So yeah, I want to get into my negatives, because no movie's perfect. So yeah, I want to get into the negatives, and unfortunately it is the villain, Jafar. And I feel like just the actor who plays Jafar, he was fine. He gave a decent, he gave a fine, he gave an okay performance as Jafar. Like I said, he's nowhere near as good as Will Smith or the actor who plays our new Aladdin. Like I said, I didn't really have time to look up these actors' names, but yeah, whoever you are, like I said, I'll put their names down there. But yeah, like I said, you did such an incredible job. Yeah, but yeah, Jafar, he's just to see the performance he gave us, I didn't buy into him being this big menacing bad villain who wants to steal the lamp. I just didn't find him menacing or sinister in any of his scenes. I just found him just kind of like a okay villain, but even he was entertaining in some scenes, but at some time you can just tell that he was just kind of he was there for a paycheck, but you can tell he's trying to give the best performance he can. And like I said, I don't like pissing on people's performances. So like I said, he gave a fine performance. Like I said, I feel like all these characters are so rare to Disney, and it's so hard. And yeah, so the actor who played the villain, Jafar, like I said, his performance, it was fine. It was okay. And that's all I can really say is, like I said, I just didn't find him menacing or even scary at all. But yeah, I think his character was okay from memory. Like I said, I don't, like I said, his whole motive is to is to get this lamp so he can become like these, so he can become the king, the ruler of it. And I will say the third act of this movie, like I said, I'm kind of giving a warning here. So I guess spoiler here, like if you've seen it or if you haven't, spoiler I guess here. So yeah, the third act to this movie, it's very different to the original classic, because this third act is like Jafar in the original Disney movie, he turned into a snake. In this one, it's a totally different third act, and yeah, and just the ending to this is it's just like it's so like it's so happy, this ending. Like the genie, he finally got his third wish, and the genie's wish this entire time was to just be free, was to be a normal person. And at the end of this movie, his third wish is his. To this is just, it's so happy, and it's a great payoff. I wouldn't go as far as great, but it's a good payoff. It feels like it's a wish for wish, like the genie, he grants the Aladdin's wishes, and the Aladdin grants the genie's wish. So it feels like it's a wish for a wish, which I really like the ending. I like how it's something different. I like how it's something we haven't seen before. But at the same time, I don't think the third act, I don't think it's as good as the one from the original classic, but I think it's a fine third act. Like it's not as good. I think prefer the classical one, because I feel like that's one I'm so used to seeing. I feel like that would have made a great third act in this. But yeah, to get back to the point on the villain Jafar, like I said, when he finally becomes king, when he finally has the genie under his command, this movie goes like a totally opposite way, but it still stays true to that Aladdin, still to his character and all that. But that's his character's motive, is to get this lamp and to control all, and to become like king and all that. So yeah, like I said, I will say I did buy from memory. Like, so I'm gonna have to watch this movie again, but I bought Jafar's motive. Like, he has an understandable motive, because Jafar, like the king, I forget what that character's name is, but he has all this power. He basically he controls the land, and Jafar, he wants a piece of that. So yeah, he becomes king, and this whole land, it basically just goes upside down, and it turns into something totally opposite. Like I said, the third act, it's different. So yeah, like I said, I have to really stretch out this runtime. Like I said, there's a couple new songs, a couple bonus things in it, but yeah, like I said, Jafar, his performance, like I said, I don't like to piss on performances, but he did fine. He did an okay performance. Like I said, I feel like his motive was good, but yeah, I feel like all the actors, all the cast, gave it their best. That's all I can really do. So they gave it their best, and yeah, I respect all the actors for doing that. Like I said, I know how hard acting is, and like I said, I don't like to bitch on actors. But yeah, like I said, I know how hard it is to act, and yeah, so yeah, I think all the actors, I think I was actually surprised. I know there's another problem I had with the movie. I just cannot think of it as for now, but I know there was another problem I had with the movie. But yeah, there was so much I did not expect. And this is a crowd pleasing movie, and when those credits started rolling, my auditorium was clapping, and I was just so surprised. I was just wow, people actually enjoyed that, and I was just so surprised. It's because that's never actually happened to me. I've never had an auditorium clap. But yeah, I think Guy Ritchie, he definitely has a place in his heart for this story. I thought he captured it in the best way possible in his own vision. Like I said, there's a couple new things in it. But yeah, like I said, this is very like a last second kind of like, this is like a last second, like my last second thoughts on the movies, because, I saw it a couple of days ago, so my brain's a little vague on what I saw, because, I saw Blackburn a couple of days ago, and my brain's like, it's kind of all over the place right now. So yeah, I kind of just did this review from off my head. But I think from what I saw, like I said, I enjoyed. This is a crowd-pleasing, heartwarming movie to a lot of people, and this story, this classic original movie, is so rare to a lot of people's hearts. It's so dear to a lot of people's hearts, and I feel like Ritchie, I thought he really captured a lot of it in this movie, and I was surprised, and I cannot wait to see this movie again. But yeah, I was so surprised. I was just so mind blown walking out of the theatre and actually admitting I like that. I loved it. Actually, it's like I said, after all the hate I kind of built up for this movie, I was just so surprised. And like I said, I had no interest in seeing this movie from the very beginning, so I was glad I did see it, and I'll definitely watch it a second time. So anyways, guys, yeah, if you have seen the new Guy Ritchie Aladdin movie, let me know down in the comments, what did you all think of it if you got a chance to see it? What are your thoughts on it? And let me know in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.